The Michigan State University Department of Theater is currently in rehearsals for the play Waiting for Lefty.
It is a play from 1935, written by Clifford Odets from the group theater, which was a collective group of artists working together and giving voice to the common man. And it is about a group of cab drivers deciding whether or not they should strike in the middle of the Depression.
It's like a vignette show of the struggles of different aspects of striking and union busting and union jobs throughout the 1930s.
The play digs deep into class issues, union organizing, prejudice, and economic inequalities.
The stakes are very high, figuring out what is more important, putting food on the table or standing up for what they believe in.
Adding depth to the performance, director Rob Roznowski has penned Just Cause, a documentary theater piece based on real interviews with people involved with unions.
So it's interviews from people that I interviewed from the UAW that were recently on strike, people from the UNTF, which is the union for faculty members in the tenure stream system that's forming on campus right now, interviews from HR people that are not really into unions. So it's a companion piece about a modern look at contemporary unions and then a look back at 1935. So I think both of them correlate in that way.
Fourth-year theater student Samantha Stanton is acting in Just Cause, which will perform directly before Waiting for Lefty.
The rehearsal process for this has been super collaborative. It's been really fun just sort of working together, moving with our instincts, and really developing these characters in a way that is unique from the people they were based off of, but also still true to the sentiment of that.
The themes of both Waiting for Lefty and Just Cause remain relevant today.
And I think that this play offers the idea of collective unity, collective bargaining, and collective voice. And I think that's something that's entirely important right now when everyone feels so disenfranchised and so separate.
And Roznowski is putting it all into perspective.
Pre-show, there's a whole setup of the history of Michigan unions in the room adjacent to the theater. So you can get a history of the Michigan unions and how they worked. And then post-show, we're always having discussion with union organizers, union representatives, professors from labor relations.
Not only is this play an educational experience for the audience members, but also for the actors.
I don't think that I had the deepest understanding of unions and striking before this.
Since I've been in it, I've had my eyes open to the whole thing with Google and Amazon about them firing all their union workers the day that they wanted to talk about their contracts.
This is part of the Department of Theater's Storefront series, where the shows are created with limited resources and shorter rehearsal periods. And for this production, the actors have to face an additional challenge.
What makes this production unique? For Waiting for Lefty, at the beginning of the show, they receive a time card. Each actor has prepared two characters, and they get a time card at the beginning of the show that only then will they know what role they are playing. And they learn right then that they're playing that role tonight.
These performances will run from March 26th to the 30th in MSU's Auditorium.
I hope that the audience takes away just like an overall understanding of how important unions are and how still prevalent they are today, even though this takes place so far back in time.
I hope that audience members can gain a broader understanding of union issues and how they've changed throughout time, and also how they can affect workers and companies in different ways.
This is Tessa Kresh reporting.
Please enjoy our show.